How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle versus Esmule from the 2022-2021 battle room. Let me know who you think is going to win based on the teams you see on screen right now. And please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. With that being said, let's jump into the game. And the battle begins, so my opponent's going to lead off with the Bronzong. I anticipated this, and I decided to lead with my Sharpedo. They just look at their team, it just looked like Bronzong was a good lead, to be honest with you. So that's the first time I've predicted a lead properly in a long time. So I'm just going to go straight for the Crunch, there's no reason not to. They're probably going to switch into Clefable, they actually stay into Tank It, and they don't. They don't. Oh my god, first turn KO. Are we going to see a forfeit? Are we going to see a DC? That'd be hilarious if we did. There we go, in comes Langostico, which is, of course, the Crawdaunt. Now, unfortunately, Sharpedo does not get close combat in BDSP, unlike its previous games. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to anticipate a Dragon Dance, and I think we're going to go into our Roserade. Roserade can come in on a Dragon Dance, no problem. We have the Focus Sash, we can Leaf Storm this thing in the face. No worries whatsoever. So, we'll go into our Roserade real quick. All looking all pretty and stuff, as they do go for the Dragon Dance, which is pretty good for us. The only downside to this is that we don't have Giga Drain, we have Leaf Storm, and Leaf Storm can actually miss, so that's something I've got to look out for. Going to go straight for the Leaf Storm, not going to mess around with no threats. As they go for a knockoff, that's going to obviously take us right down to our Sash, which is going to hang in there, luckily, because of knockoff. And we're going to go for the Leaf Storm, and that should take it out, so hopefully we get a KO here. We do. We get the KO, this is going to be a nice short one by the looks of it. Now, our opponent can always pull it back. They've still got quite a few threats on there. They've got the Medicham, they've got the Crobat, they've got the Clefable, and the Zapdos left. So it's looking like a really fast-paced battle, to be honest with you. In comes the Crobat. So Crobat is a good one here for them. They can just go for a Brave, but they can go whatever they want, really. We do wall the ever-loving crap out of this Crobat with Bastiodon, though, so I'm going to go into Bastiodon right now. Withdraw Roserade real quick, get on out of there. And we'll go into Bastiodon. Bastiodon's a good one. There we go. Let's see what they're going to do. So they're going to go for a nasty plot. Wow. Okay. That's just turned terrifying all of a sudden. So I'm not really too worried about Crobat with Nasty Plot. We are specially defensive Bastiodon. We should be able to take anything this thing wants to throw at us. So I'm going to get the Stealth Rocks up. They're going to be really useful for the Crobat and the Zapdos. As they go for the Air Slash, that's not going to do too much damage to us though. Even with a Nasty Plot, that's doing nothing. Nothing at all. And the Life Orb as well. So that was Life Orb boosted and it did nothing at all. Bastiodon is such a tank. You know, obviously it's 4 times weak to ground. It's 4 times weak to fighting. Very common types. But as long as you're not going against those, it's a beast. An absolute beast. An absolute beast. Especially when you're going against a Crobat, for example, which his best move to hit you with is Giga Drain. Damn. So it's going to restore some health with Giga Drain, which is absolutely fine. We're going to hit the Stone Edge real quick, hopefully. Hopefully. There we go. We hit the Stone Edge. Does a solid amount of damage to the Crobat, which is great. And now, if I were them, I would go out into the Medicham right now. I would definitely go into the Medicham right now. As they go for another Giga Drain, which is, of course, going to get a critical hit. That was definitely a crit. That was definitely a crit. Restoring a whole bunch of their health, which means now the Stone Edge is no longer going to KO, unfortunately, as we do miss anyway. So that's a real shame. A real shame right there. But what is my switch in here? There's no point saving Bastiodon because we're so low on HP. We got the Stealth Rocks up. We got some damage off on the Crobat. I think that's good enough for me. As we do have the Custap Berry, though, so we can get a free Stone Edge off before we, you know, die. So Stone Edge is actually going to finish off the Crobat. Bastiodon with the KO on the Crobat. Absolutely unbelievable. What a beast. What an absolute beast. So now they've got one choice, and that's Medicham, really. Well, to be fair, they could actually take us out with Zapdos as well. And if they've got Flamethrower on the Clefable, they could definitely take us out with that as well. But they're going to go into the Medicham real quick. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to let this thing take me down. There's absolutely no reason to keep this around anymore. There's always the chance they miss the high jump kick. There's always a chance they got a Drain Punch. They do have Drain Punch. That's going to obviously finish off Bastiodon. No questions there. Medicham coming in. Bastiodon, though. Bastiodon. The absolute beast with the Custap Berry Stone Edge at the end. That was perfect. Absolutely perfect. So Bastiodon, you did really well there. Now, of course, we're going to go into our Dusknoir. Dusknoir does wall the ever-loving crap out of Medicham. No problems whatsoever there. Nice and shiny as well. Dusknoir's got a weird shiny because it doesn't look that different, but I do prefer it to the regular. I've got to say. It's kind of like Manectric. Manectric's shiny is not that different. It's darker. but I really like it in comparison. So we're going to go for a Shadow Sneak real quick, as they're actually staying in to go for an attack. Probably go for a Psycho Cut or a Zen Headbutt, whichever one it is. They go for an Ice Punch. That's not going to do too much damage to us, I'm afraid. Not much damage at all, as now I'm starting to regret not going for a Will-O-Wisp, because getting a Will-O-Wisp off on this Medicham is a pretty useful thing to do. So I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp now, and they might switch out. I would personally switch out into the Clefable or the Zapdos. I mean, there's only 2 options, so they do go into the Zapdos, which is absolutely fine. Zapdos comes in looking absolutely beastly. We're going to get a nice and powerful Will-O-Wisp off. No, we're not, because it's going to miss. Okay, missing Will-O-Wisp. Couldn't be me. I always hit my Will-O-Wisp. Always hit my Will-O-Wisp. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and sack off our... No, you know what? I'm going to keep Roserade around because Clefable's there. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go into my own Zapdos. My Zapdos is specially defensive, or is it physically defensive? You know, I can never remember. I think it's physically defensive. So I'll go into my own Zapdos real quick. My nice and shiny pseudo-Galarian Zapdos. As they go straight for the Defog, getting rid of those Stealth Rocks, which is perfectly understandable. That's a perfectly fine play by my opponent there. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So what we can do now is, I'm just going to check real quick. Are we physically defensive? We are specially defensive. Do I have a single physically defensive Pokemon on here? Oh, Dusknoir is. Yeah, Dusknoir is physically defensive, so that's absolutely fine. We'll go for a Volt Switch real quick. We shouldn't outspeed. We do outspeed, which is interesting. So they must be the same set as me. They must have the same set as me. So Roost, Defog, Volt Switch, and then maybe Thunder Wave. And I say maybe Thunder Wave, it's a big maybe. So we're going to Gallade now. Gallade's not really doing too much for us this game. So we'll bring it in now and see if we can get a Stone Edge off on the Zapdos. So they go for a U-turn, which is interesting. That's going to do a solid amount of damage to us, as they're going to end up going right back into their Clefable, I would like to guess. I think Clefable is definitely their right play. Yep, Clefable comes in. So Clefable's one of them Pokemon where I just kind of need to get a free switch in on it, and I'm probably going to go with a Roserade switch. Roserade might actually pull this back for us, you know. Roserade might actually pull this back for us. So I'm going to go for a Psycho Cut just to get some damage off on this Clefable. And I don't want to miss the Stone Edge, even though Stone Edge would probably do a bit more damage. As they go for a Calm Mind. Interesting. So Calm Mind's going to come through right now. Absolutely astounding play by my opponent, because now Roserade can't KO this thing unless we weaken it enough first. Now, Psycho Cut does have a high critical hit ratio, I believe. So we could get a crit here. As we go for another Psycho Cook, that's actually going to do nothing. They do have a berry, which is good for them. That's going to be a citrus berry right there. As they go for a Moonblast now, which is probably going to KO Gallade. We do have decent special defense. Gallade does naturally high special defense, but not high enough to take a Calm Mind boosted Moonblast from a Clefable. That's a Stab Fairy type move. Pretty powerful stuff right there. So looking at this matchup, I would say the best play to go for is to go into Sharpedo. And the reason I'm going to Sharpedo is I really don't want this Clefable to go for a Soft Boiled. I want it to attack us. I need to get its health low enough so that Roserade can come up and clean up. Because if the Medicham isn't Scarfed, Roserade cleans up right now. They go for a Moonblast. That's perfect for us. That's going to take out the Sharpedo, no questions whatsoever. As now we can just go into our Roserade. We don't have to worry about hazards, nothing like that. The Zapdos should be in range to get KO'd by Roserade, I believe. So we'll go into our Roserade real quick. Lilymar is coming in. There it is, there it is. And now we're just going to go straight for a Sludge Bomb. No reason not to. They don't have a switch in. They have to let Clefable go down pretty much. They're going to withdraw Clefable, actually. What are they going to go into? What can they go into here? Zapdos? I wouldn't have gone into Zapdos personally, because I bet I've watched them live this Sludge Bomb. See, they shouldn't have done that, because now they're going to get two-shotted by Sludge Bomb. I would have just let the Clefable go down, to be honest with you, but hey-ho. Zapdos goes down to the Sludge Bomb, which is just perfect. Absolutely perfect. As now, they get a free switch in with Medicham, and I'm wondering if they have Bullet Punch. They probably have Bullet Punch, right? They probably have Bullet Punch. I'm going to guess they have Bullet Punch. So this thing's low on HP as it is. Do we want to keep this thing around? If they're going for Bullet Punch or something like that. We're going to Zapdos? I think we're going to Zapdos here. I think we're going to Zapdos. They might go for an Ice Punch. If they go for an Ice Punch, so be it. If they go for an Ice Punch, so be it. I think we've won this game with Dusknoir, though, 100%. So, let's just see what they do. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. If the Ice Punch us, that's a good play. They actually go for the Endure. So they aren't scarfed in any way. So let's go for a Thunder Wave real quick. Thunder Wave should do well here. They go for an Endure, which is absolutely fine. I don't know what move they're expecting from us, because we are not an offensive Zapdos at all. We're going to paralyze this Medicham, make sure it can't do anything. Absolutely make sure it can't do anything. And now we just go for a Volt Switch, right? Wait, do we go for a Volt Switch? I think we go for a Volt Switch here. There we go. Go for a Volt Switch real quick. That's going to nearly take out the Medicham. Does activate their Berry, which is going to boost their speed because it's a Salak Berry. Okay. Now we've got a good play. Salak Berry Medicham. That's a really cool set. I want to use that at some point. We'll go into Dusknoir real quick anyway. Dusknoir is definitely a good play here. There we go into the Dusknoir as they do go for a Ice Punch, I'm going to guess. Ice Punch. They are fully paralyzed. That's going to cause a forfeit. I bet you any money they forfeit right now. They're going to forfeit or they're just going to DC. One of the two. So let's go for a Shadow Sneak real quick and we should be able to take this thing out. There we go. Nicely done. Shadow Sneak for the win. Dusknoir's going to clean up real quick. Well, actually, no. That's not necessarily the case. We still got to break through the Clefable somehow. We've still got to break through the Clefable. So, with that in mind, let's see what they're going to do. Let's see what they're going to do. So, I think, personally, they go into Clefable. They bank on living the Shadow Sneak. I think it could live the Shadow Sneak, to be honest with you. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hard switch into Roserade right now, expecting a soft boiled. Because I think that's the only way they can try and win this is by soft boiling. But I think Roserade's going to come in now. And Roserade's a perfect Pokemon here. They go for a Wish. They go for a Wish. So Wish is fine. Wish is absolutely fine. So they're probably going to go for a Protect. I would say they are Moonblast, Carmine, Protect, Wish. Let's go for a Sludge Bomb and find out. They do have the Protect. So they don't have like Flamethrower or anything like that for coverage. They just have Protect, Wish, Moonblast, and Carmine. So that's pretty cool. They are going to get their Wish recovery, which is absolutely fine because I'm pretty sure that Sludge Bomb is going to KO right now. Pretty sure Sludge Bomb is going to get the KO right now. There we go. Sludge Bomb comes through. Are we going to get the KO? We do get the KO, and Roserade cleans up. Nicely done. So the combination of Roserade and Dusknoir there was perfect. Absolutely perfect. So thank you for watching today's video. GG Esmule. That was a pretty quick one, but it was a really cool battle. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.